Hey guys, I hope you're doing well today. Next up on the channel, we've got a live performance. It's an official guitar playthrough of a progressive death doom band. This guy's called Dreichmere. I hope I've said that right. The track we've got is called Scenery. This one's a long one. It's over 10 minutes, so you're going to want to get yourself comfy for this. But should be good at 10 minutes. Let's get it on the screen, see what this is all about. Sure we got it nice and loud. Yeah. Good riffs. Nice screens, good long screen. Now right off the bat I'm thinking about the guitar tone, and I'm just thinking normally with doom music and kind of death doom, you usually have a bit more distortion. This on the guitars, these guitars are quite crunchy. I'd say they'd move more into the crunch than the distortion stage. Don't get me wrong, it's a good tone, it's just a bit different for this kind of music. Nice riffs. You can hear the bass in this mix, quite a clean bass. So yeah, it's different kind of tones than you'd expect for this kind of music. Yeah, good bass. Long screens. Now I'm not quite sure if this is a one-man band and this guy's made all the music, but this is just a guitar playthrough or not. That's a nice chord. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Nice bass on this part as well. Nice. It's a nice chord, rings out nicely. And another interesting tone for this kind of music. Nice tone though. So we've gone a bit black. Got his wizard outfit on. Yeah. Again though, for this kind of music, quite a low amount of gain, more crunchy than high distortion. It's obviously a stylistic choice for this piece of music. It's a bit different. It's not what you'd expect. No, I like that. Yeah, there's a nice vibe to this music. The chords and the notes that he is using, quite dissonant and ringing out. I like it. It's got a vibe. So some nice transitions in this music. We had a few different styles, from doomy, that was far more black metal, and then these nice chilled out interludes. Just on that drum part there, you could maybe use a bit more reverb on the drums, just to make them sound a bit more spatial, sound like they've got a bit of room sound to them, because they do just sound a little bit flat. Got two nice guitar parts going on in each ear at this point. Yeah, just a bit of reverb on the drums is what I would say. The vocals are good. It's got the right tone on the vocals for this kind of music. Fits well with the guitars and the bass. The bass is nice on this part. It's actually kind of the main melody, if you like. Maybe on this part you could just play a bit harder on the guitar so that it's a bit dynamically different to before the double bass came in, you know, just kind of step it up a gear. He's quite laid back playing on the guitar, you know, he's not pressing very hard on the strings. It's very shallow playing. It's got a good vibe to it as well. That's what he's going for, then he's pulled that off, that's good. Kind of laid back guitar over the more pulsing drums. It's pretty nice. good time for a trem melody right about now. Sounds good. I don't know how this guy feels about it, whether I don't know if this is a one-man band or not. But if this was my one-man band and we got to this point in the song, I think I'd be bringing in some synths just for a bit more atmosphere, because this is kind of very atmospheric black metal at this point. And some nice airy synths could just bring up that whole kind of crescendo at the end there. Are we at the end here now? Yeah, so that was 10 minutes, guys. Went by fast for me. I didn't think that had been 10 minutes already. And that's a sign of a good track, when you can listen to the 10 minutes of music and it doesn't feel like a long time, because I can tell you now, if the song isn't very good, after 3 minutes you're starting to get bored. And a 10-minute track that's not very good is a long 10 minutes. And that wasn't long. I enjoyed every second of it. As I say, there's just a couple of bits in terms of mixing that just caught my ear, just for my own taste. If it's not your taste, that's perfectly fine. Everyone's different. But if I'd been handed this to be mixed, the things that I would be doing to this mix would be adding a bit more reverb on the drums, just to make them sound a bit more room soundy, a bit less right at the front of the mix. You can kind of pull them back so it sounds like they're at the back of the stage a bit more, with some stereoscoping and stuff like that. And yeah, as I say, maybe it was just a stylistic choice to go with the low crunchy distortion and the kind of shallow playing, not hard picking, really strumming hard. He seemed to keep that vibe throughout the whole of the piece. So I'm guessing that was a stylistic choice, and it worked because he kept it that way. So, the whole piece had that vibe to it, which worked. But as I say, just on the one part, I thought where it was a kind of a bit more crescendo-y at the end and the double bass came in, if he'd have just played a bit harder on that part, it would have been a dynamic shift, and you kind of raise it up just one level. It's a bit harder, a bit louder, and it just adds a bit more dynamics to the track. But if it was a stylistic choice not to do that, that's perfectly fine. Everything goes in music as far as I'm concerned. There's no rules, there's no regulations. You do what you like, you do what feels good to you, and if other people dig it, that's great. But really, when you're making music, as far as I'm concerned, you're first of all making it for yourself. You've got to make sure you're happy for yourself and that you're getting down to your own music, because if you're producing a piece of music that doesn't really make you get down, doesn't make you nod your head when you're listening to it, doesn't make you excited to hear it, chances are not many other people are going to get too excited about it as well. So there you go. There's a little ramble for you. We've got some social media for you. They've got a Bandcamp, Scenery, which is just a single track, but it is 10 minutes, so it's almost as long as some EPs. Pick that up for free. You don't have to pay a penny. If you've got some spare money, throw them their way. But if you want to hear this, just download it to your computer, listen to it, get down to it. That's what they want you to do. It says here that it was inspired by H.P. Lovecraft's short story, What the Moon Brings. Now, H.P. Lovecraft has inspired so many metal bands, and lyrics and kind of vibes for bands and things like that, that really, this guy is a big part of metal, in my opinion, because of the inspiration that he's brought to so many bands. A lot of bands have kind of run with his ideas and his vibes. Very, very cool. It's metal as hell, so you can't go wrong. Now, on their Facebook here, it says that they formed in 2012, so these guys have been going for a few years. They can consider themselves black death doom metal. I think we heard all of those elements in the track for sure, but we also heard some atmospheric stuff, I would say, and the clean parts on the guitar. I don't know what you'd class that is, but it's not really doom or death. Some aspects of black, maybe, yeah. Oh, so it is a one-man band. Dustin Matthews, he does guitar, bass, vocals, and the drum programming. Okay, and I'm going to guess that he does all his mixing and mastering as well. So hopefully you can think about some of the things that I said in terms of the drums and whatnot. There's always just little tweaks that you can make to your music to make it sound great. And as we said before, when you're in a one-man band, all of these elements are down to you. You have to have an ear for the guitars, the bass, the vocals, the drums, and you have to be able to play them and do them and program the drums and know what that's like. Because some people, when they program drums, they program drum beats that actually wouldn't be possible by a human. And that throws it off a bit. So yeah, he's doing it all himself. Very, very nice. Now this guy's from Grand Rapids, Michigan again. This is the second band that we've had from there. Very, very cool. Hopefully get some more out of there. It says they meld textures of dissonance and melody to craft long-form melancholic tracks that are both atmospheric and progressive. Agree with all of that. Very, very cool. And their influences are nature, literature, and music. So Thinking Man's band. Right, well there you go. That's all the information we got on that band. Hope you enjoyed that. The links will all be in the description. We've got more bands coming up today, so stick around. Thanks for watching. See you, bye.